Yo, 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 hello everybody, and welcome to yet another C.Viper guide. This is more of a combo catalog, or rather, combo concept that's useful for beginner to intermediate players who are hell bent on using this chick. So, I'm going to show you routes that you should practice. Shut up, Blanker. I'll show you routes that you can practice as you build up your Crimson Viper game. And ironically, the only thing that is necessary to master to some extent in this character is super jumping and super jump cancel. And if you notice, she can't super jump backwards, but she can super jump cancel backwards, but it will just get the upward version, which is alright because they don't want you like super jumping backwards, although you can super jump forward across the corner. So we're talking combos, and this is basically to showcase, like I said, combos that anybody can use no matter the skill level. So we're starting out. We are going to show you the light starter combos, which you use when brawling, or in drive rush and jab, or when you knock down the opponent and you're close to them, that kind of thing. So you start with how many jabs can you confirm. Most people can confirm after 3 jabs. So you have jab, 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 thunder dash into the blast down. I suggest to always go into the heavy thunder dash because it leaves you knocked down in front of them, pushes them more into the corner, and you have massive Oki. Even if they back roll, you're in front of them, you're +4 or +3, and you can meet throw them, you can meet them with crouch medium punch, you can also throw it with standing medium. So I'm gonna set Blanker to wake up reversal with standing light kick. You see that traded, but I can always confirm after that. As you can see, she has enough reach, and I believe how plus is the enemies, or rather how plus is she. +9. Okay. +6. So that means that she can connect with her down medium from pretty much whether they press a throw or they press a jab. So if you use this one, notice if they backdash, you lose Oki because her dash is 21 frames and you're only +18. So there's a gap. So I suggest whenever you're hit confirming lights, always go to the HP thunder dash. And you can always mash dash and always confirm from counter hit. So with that in the pocket, it doesn't really matter which combination you use. You can do crouch jab, crouch light kick, into down jab again, and chain them after that. And you can throw them. So basically, this is your go-to ender because it gives you great Oki. Alright, now we're down the light. Oh, if you're gonna thinking about drive rushing, I would rather go this route. It's expensive, but you know, if you don't want to spend, you can jab, jab, jab. And, you know, or just try not to knock them down. You can just go to jab, 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 in front of them. And you can continue jab pressure if you don't want to burn meter. Which is, I don't recommend you going for drive rush on jabs because of how good this is. Costing only 1 bar and you're right in front of them. So try not to cancel into down, you know, from your lights to drive rush cancel unless you want to cash out. So you want to do something like this. Alright. So that's the only situation where drive rush canceling jabs is a good idea. Any other time? Hell no. So we go to mediums, and for her mediums thickums, standing medium is the GOAT. It's super GOAT button because on block the bloody thing is plus. So that means you can pressure. Say your opponent likes to mishimashi, you can always do this. Oh, sorry, block all Magi, block all Magi. You can always go this. So on counter hit, for your light, just confirm to a medium. So she's blessed with a crowd jab to crouch medium, which combos into a light burn kick. So that's your, hey, you pressed, I gotcha, that kind of deal. Although you can extend by OD Seismo in the crouch medium punch, but I don't suggest that because she needs those bars, and unless it's to kill, like something like this route, I just suggest you just stick with the 1, 2, 3, 4, which is almost 2k and in front of the opponent. And you can always, you know, as usual, dash up because she's, you know, going to be +2. So, and same as before, you're in front of the opponent, you got Oki. So that's for counter hit light. For medium, just go with medium punch, down, medium punch, which works on standard hit. So this is your go-to, or you just go to this one. Honestly, I will suggest, as usual, to go for the up on the knuckle. But in this case, this does more damage in case we are not converting to counter hits. But if you're going for counter hit, you have 2-9, 2-7. So always go for the burn kick when using the mediums because they do more damage than they offer the same Oki as heavy on the dash. And you're right in front of them. Yippee-ki-yay! Alright, so now we go to the heavies. And for heavies, you might want to just go for heavy into Seismo. Heavy into Seismo, into burn, into knockdown. So that is your heavy combo. All starting. You still deal decent damage and you don't have to think about Seismo feints, because in this situation, Seismo feints actually does less damage or slightly more. The difference between using, sorry, not Seismo, feint. The difference between using feint and not using feint is usually between 200 damage plus minus, either way. So if I'm going to try, oh, not that one, I get 3000, and if I just go straight up, 3000. So really no reason to go into serious feints if you're starting, but if you like it for flair, go ahead. Although there are some situations where feint cancel, feint fierce is slightly better, the risk basically just outweighs the reward, man. So just leave it in the archives until you have mastered every other aspect of Viper. So with heavies, just go down heavy, seismo, into your heavy thunder dash, into the extension. Everything else can just chill for now. And for the other kicks, forward heavy kick is a good, hey, I'm in your face, I want to press a button, because it's safe. -2, and you're out of throw range. So trust me, Viper heavy buttons are basically on the headbutts as far as I'm concerned, and they are plus, and you can do stuff as you improve your mastery of your character. And what else? Oh, drive rushes. Basically, if you are starting out, your drive rush is into from down medium kick, to okay, sorry, before we go to the drive rush cancels, let's go to raw drive rushes. So if you raw drive rush to jab, she's +9. That means you can go to down heavy, and she does decent damage. You can also go that route if you don't want to spend too much bar, or you are still learning Viper. So that's a good damage from a light. If you're going to drive rush low, that is +8, which means it goes to standing medium. So you have something like this, which is 2k damage as well, and it's from a low, so that's impressive damage. Alright, so to drive rush medium, if you must drive rush to a medium, choice is yours. If you want to go for down medium over standing medium, they have their uses. If you want to, or your aim is to hit your opponent before they try to check you, down medium is your best bet. Although Viper drive rush sucks balls, but if you hit it, you can go for down heavy, or you can go for standing medium if you're close. Both do decent damage. Ironically, the only Viper drive rush worthy button is drive rush to down medium kick, which still has shit range, but beggars can be choosers. So down medium kick to down heavy. Well, that range is a bit off. So that's your round. If you're starting out, although if you master super jump cancels, you can always super jump cancel the seismo for a bit more damage, which is always quite helpful. If you're going for drive rush heavies, you go for down heavy punch or standing heavy punch. Although heavy punch is better since it's a club of justice, even though it's slow, it can easily be checked. But the point of Viper is she can do, you know, hop over and kick you in the eye for checking the drive rush. She doesn't really have the drive rush bait and, you know, get baited and die, but she does have ways around getting easily checked. So mix those things up. Now you have most of the combos, and remember, if you're going for drive rush cancels for Crimson, you want to cancel into drive rush forward heavy, and that means you're canceling from down medium. Not this one. Well, that one too works, but mostly down medium into this. Or if you're going from heavy, same idea. So hers is a bit expensive as she burns 4 bars instead of 3, but you chose C.Viper. It's your choice, so you have to live with the consequences of your actions and choices. So that's on you. So basically, that's the meat and potatoes of our combo basics. Now the only thing that I'm yet to touch on is punish combos, which, funny enough, for Viper still follows the same cadence as all the things I've mentioned already. So your choice of punish counter depends on what you're punish countering and what range the punish counter is happening at. So heavy punch 7 frames, down heavy 6 frames, God Kick Buster 19 frames, and standing medium is 10 frames. So honestly, if you're starting out, I would say this should be a go-to starter. Because it makes life simple. Yeah, very simple. Although that also works though. I think that's a big body combo. I don't think it works on regular size. So you don't go do it, get whooped and say I taught you. So let's see. Oh. Okay. It works on everybody. Alright, so ideally this is your punish combo, and the cool thing about this is leaves you plus 26, which means you can dash in and be mega plus. You have plus 5 in throw range to do whatever evil deeds you are thinking of, or you have the meatiest of drive impact setups. So that's the choice you have from that route. Although this is basically if you don't, or you haven't mastered canceling to your super jump. If you can cancel super jump, then it becomes a little bit different. If you can size bow, you can go for that route, but you might be calling on arthritis a couple of years too early. I do suggest a different route if you can super jump cancel. That is the route that I would suggest. Decent damage, a bit of corner carry. But this works only if you are close. And if you want to cancel to super, that deals over 6k. It's quite simple actually, and it's quite mistake efficient as well. And the execution level just requires you to know how to, jump cancel to burn kick. You can try to hit heavy kick into burn kick at the end for even more damage, but honestly, the risk is not worth the reward, man. That does a bit more damage. So depends on you. Honestly, I would not risk it unless I've practiced a lot, but your choice, not mine. So what if you're punish countering from a bit farther away? Obviously, this will not reach. This will not reach, and trust me, sometimes this button does not connect on crouching characters. So not every, you have to be a bit close. If you're a bit far, it basically whiffs. So you don't want to, basically this combo requires you to be close. So what do you do when you're a bit farther back, like say here? Okay, from here you can just go for a simple hit to cancel. That also does good damage. Although if you're a bit closer, you can go for this one though. Which is a bit more complicated because you have to do a bunch of cancels, but the damage is still sweet and will work for a good bunch, although it will still whiff though. So ideally you might want to cancel into this instead. I think this works for all ranges, if I can tip it toe to max range. Yep. And if you don't want to, if you want to cancel to your level 2s, I suggest after the sizable, just go straight for OD bond kick. Which is still very close to 6k. I don't know why I keep telling myself I'm going to land that first try. Okay. What if you're in the corner? Corner depends on the situation, and corner is also where she does get the big box damage. So corner, always go for standing heavy kickstarter. So if you shimmy that, if you do a DP that, then you super jump cancel into jump heavy punch, into standing heavy kick, into sizable. So you have something like this. Oops. Something like that. Then if you want to cash out, which also does a lot of damage, and if you're ballsy, and if you want to burn everything, so that's the corner routes. Also remember, if you can't do any of that, just do the early combos that I've shown you. That works too, or this. So basically, at any point in your journey, most important thing to know is consistency over flare, or consistency over damage is my watchword. So with that, what haven't I shown? Oh, Drive Impact combos. For Drive Impact, our routes are simple. Crouch heavy, seismo, lift to that for 280. You can also dash. But if you dash, you might not connect with that one. If you're going to dash, that means you're gonna have to super jump cancel. But as you notice, there's a lot more corner carry. So that's the route, or you can so that's that route as well. And if you're in the corner for block all, same deal actually. So it depends on how much power you're willing to spend, and she does a huge chunk of damage at 2500, which is cool. And for stun, honestly, any combination will do for stun. For stun, I will don't want to think too much. Should I? Okay. So that's the dialing version, and it does like almost half-life or 4700. But if you are brave, that will be the route. 6290 damage. I think I've covered all the essentials, for now. Okay, anti-air combo. Let me chip in something for that anti-air. So basically, just go for this if you're starting out. Just heavy thunder dash into extension. If you're crazy, you can use heavy kick, which leads to some big ass damage if you have the supers. But you have to super jump cancel. So that's the damage. Oh, one more thing. If you block DP and let's say block a DP, block a DP, block a DP, and you have 2 bars, you can use this combo for some huge damage with 2 bars, and it just requires 1 super jump cancel. And essentially only 2 bar drive meter is spent for 5,000 damage. Wait for it. So don't do this with level 3s because level 3s have an extra scaling. Oh, sorry, I don't have level 3. So it scales to 50% instead of 60, and yeah, it only does 200 more damage, which sucks. It's a waste. So if you're going to combo to level 1, just do it after insert whatever you want to insert into Seismo into level 1. So that would be something like that. Very simple, very effective. If you can do that, if you can do Tiger Knee Burn Kick, then do it after the Tiger Knee Burn Kick. Don't do it after hard kick cancels because sometimes due to spacing you're just going to miss. So that's it, folks. Most things you need to know about comboing with C.Viper. So tell me, did I miss anything? Did you enjoy this video? If yes, share with your friends, like, subscribe, you know the drill, and see you to the next one.